nobody listening, please, thank you.
Today we are going to learn about not just a sound that letters make, but we're going to talk about the sound of k at the beginning of a word and how we use C and how we use K. Because what we found out is on our spelling test we took a couple of weeks ago, many people didn't know when to use a C and when to use a K, because you can use both at the beginning of a word and they sound exactly alike. So sometimes we have to figure this out, and there is actually a rule. So I am going to show you. So go ahead and open your EL Spiral to a new page. It would like a new page. Before I was saying you can just join another page, but we're going to open a new page because I want to show you, we're going to make something at the top of your page. We're going to do a little drawing. So make sure you have your pencil there. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we are going to do a little bit. This is going to help you, I hope, remember. Why is it not opening? Just taking, I'm not very patient. We're going to draw two things at the top to help you figure out your words today. There it is. Here we go. All right. So at the top, I want you, at the top of your paper, I want you to make, and do it in this area here because you don't need it on the lines. Okay, you're going to make a C because we're going to talk about the C and the K. So let's start with the C. So you're drawing just a big C for me. So when we use the C at the beginning of a word to make the k sound, we use it when certain letters come after it. And so we're going to write those letters. So I want you to watch carefully before you do it. You're going to make two I's, but the I's are going to be A's. So we have C. I'm going to make it a little bigger.
Should they be writing?
Everybody at home should be drawing this. Everybody here should be drawing.
Oh, okay. No one's doing
Everybody should be drawing. I guess my friends are. Not your friends. My friends over here. All right. Maybe proximity of me helps out a little bit. So there's so any word that has an A as the next letter is, we use the C for the beginning. Then and it also is we're going to make the nose is going to be an O. An O, when the next letter in the word is an O, we use a C.
How about a CK?
So we're going to, so at the beginning of the word, we don't use CK. This is at the beginning of a word. So and I'm going to show you C and then I'm going to show you K. When we use C and when we use K. Okay?
Can we give an example?
I was going to just do that. So you're making, so just bear with me, make the picture for me. And then it's also when we have U's. So we're going to make a little U as the mouth. So when we have A, O, or U, and we're going to show some examples. And this is a cat, so give him two little ears.
Oh, I kind of see it now.
All right, bear with me. And I'm going to include a couple whiskers.
Those can be the arrows.
Okay, so there's our C. When we use C, we use it with A, O, and U. So what is this? Obviously. What is this a picture of? It's a cat. So guess what? The second letter is A, so I know I need to use a C. So write cat. Who can think of a word? There you have ah, and then some sort of letter at the end. Nixon? Cotton. Okay, can I just go with cot? Okay, so when we have an O as the second letter, so cot.
Oh, so that is like a big real thing because it's like a big gigantic mattress, and then
Yes, it is.
And then me and my sister go to.
Yep, a cot can be kind of that. And cotton, we go ahead and go for, I just want short words right now, Mr. Nixon, so you had the right idea. Cotton would be another one. Can anybody think of a word that starts with a k sound, but then has a U as the second letter? Anybody? Cole. Say it again. Cut. Very good. Cut. So when we have the second letter as an A, an O, or a U, we always use a C at the beginning. For cat, cut, you should be copying everything I've got down here. So, but is that all of the vowels?
No.
No. So we use K for the other ones. So we're gonna draw, watch this. We're gonna draw a K. It's gonna start with there's our K.
Yeah, I have a K.
Oh, Miss Abby, doesn't catch. Oh, excuse me, Elena. I can't do this. We're not having a conversation right now. Okay. If you want to talk, raise your hand. Okay. So what letter have we noticed that we had? What other vowel do we need, Cooper? An E. So you're gonna write. So watch this. We're gonna make this into. What's that? Hold on.
It's a kite.
It's a kite. Yes, it is. So anything that has an E as the second letter is going to start with a K. And also, what is this again? A kite. What letter is the second letter in kite? Friend? I. Now, I do have a picture of this, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to hang up. But I really want you, if by drawing it, it really sort of cements what are those letters that are inside. You had to draw the A's, you had to draw the O, you had to draw the U, the E, and the I. So this will help you remember when we have a word that starts with a K sound, we think of the cats and the kite. All right. So here's my kite. Sort of gives you the picture of it's a kite. And we use it for E's and I's. I'm going to give you a couple words here. This one's going to have a capital on it, though. The name Ken. N. So we don't use a C, we use a K. N. Can anybody think of a name that has also an I as as the second letter? That starts with a K sound. What? Kick? We're looking for a name. I'm looking for a. All right, Jensen, did you say? Jensen, can you think of a K-I name?
Kitten.
Kitten. Oh, that would work. We're going to talk about kitten down here. I was looking for a name. I'll go ahead and write kitten down here, and we will not use that one. Logan Peters, can you give me one? A minute. Ooh, say it one more time.
Kit.
Kit as a name. Okay. I was kind of going for a maybe more popular name I was going for Kim. Oh, excellent. So Kim. So I'm reserving, some of my friends were thinking of words that we already, that we're going to have as our dictation a little bit. So a lot of times the C at the beginning and the K at the beginning make the exact same sound. So this is a rule that anytime it has an A, O, or U, you are going to use the C. Anytime it's an E or an I, you're going to use a K. So we're going to practice this a little bit. Everybody got those down? So here's my actual picture that you're going to see, and my friends who are at home might have seen this attached to the assignment already. Here, so you can see, but I really wanted you to draw them so you could cement them in your brain. Okay, I'm going to show you. Miss Abby and Miss Madison, we're not having a chat right now. All right, I've got a quick little poem, but it doesn't have a bunch of words in it to look for, but it's my literature for today. Josh, turn around, please. Here we go. It's called Cats by Eleanor Forgeon. I don't know. Cats sleep anywhere, any table, any chair. Top of piano, wet window ledge, in the middle, on the edge. Open drawer, empty shoe, anybody's lap will do. Fitted in a cardboard box, in the cupboard with your socks. Anywhere, they don't care. Cats sleep anywhere. All right, there's my
Actually,
column for today.
in my dress room, I
Oh,
accidentally
no, we're not having a conversation. All right, so here, my friends, are some examples. Here are some words. I want you to think about what that letter is and what should go there, a C or a K, all right? So let's look at the first one. The word is cusp. I'm standing on the cusp of the edge, or I'm at the cusp of an idea. It means on the edge. So what word is going to go there? Look at the beginning, at the top of your paper. Look at this right here, and look at that. Find that second letter, and tell me what letter should we put at the beginning there? All right, Madison.
C.
A C. Very good. So everybody, you don't have to write this down necessarily. We're going to write a bunch of dictation words in a minute. But cusp. Very nice. Actually, maybe will you be my Vanna, Mrs. Aubin, so we can do these quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. How about my friends at home? I'm going to just pick a where'd it go? Popsicle stick. Here. Surnay. Which one do you think? Let's go down, Mrs. Aubin. Go down. So keen. What's it going to be? K. Very good. There's my K. All right. My next one. It's the word kind. Abby. Look at the top of your paper with the kite and the cat, and tell me which is going to be, a C or a K.
Did you see Leah?
K. Very good. Next one. All right, Marin. It's going to be coat, right? So C or K? C, because it has an O. Very nice. Lucas, kitten. So look at that second letter. It's an I.
Look at your picture.
So look at our
Where's
picture.
the I? Is it in the K or the C?
Where do you? K, very good. All right, Ben. Here we go. Cove. My friend Ben. Is it going to be a C or a K? Based on our little picture that we drew. Ben, C or K, do you think? Second letter is an O. Which one does O go with? The cat or the kite?
C.
C, very good. Nice job. Astria, next one, kiwi.
K.
Okay, very good, because I got that I. Ellie, corn. C, all right, Miss Bird, kite. Okay, very nice. All right, oh, Josh left me. I was gonna call on him. Haley Booker. Kane. C, very good. All right, Finn, cat. It is a K, very good. Cube, Paxton. Very good. Clara, keep. C or K?
K.
K, very good. Sunny, cow. C, very good. And lyric, last one, kettle. Very good, because the E, you looked at the E and you noticed there was an E, so it had to be K. Very nice job, my friends. All right, now we're gonna do some words for your dictation. So have your dictation out. Here we go. The first word. We're gonna do less of them because we did that other extra sheet, but so we're not gonna do quite as many as we normally do. Are you ready? First one is cast. Mrs. Aubin had to wear a cast on her broken ankle. Cast. Oh, shit. Woo, you just did. Cast. So write down cast. Think about, look at you up at the top. Look about whether it's a C or a K. Cast. Cast. Charlie C. How do you think you spell cast? Ooh, close. That's cats. Cast. C-A. Just flip those two letters, buddy. No, flip them around. S-T. Cast. There you go. Cast. Because of the A, right? Okay, next one. Kelp. I got kelp out of the ocean. Kelp. 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 I got kelp, that plant that's floating in the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Kelp.
Sounds like seaweed.
Yes.
Sounds like seaweed. I had seaweed.
Okay. All right, August. How do you think I spell kelp? Okay, so look at that second letter. It's an E, right? Which one do we use for E's? K. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, good. You just said the wrong one, but you have the right one written. Yay! Excellent. Kelp. K-E-L-P. Good job, Mr. August. All right, ready for the next one? King. The king wore the robe, the purple robe. King. 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 All right, King. Cole.
K-I-N-G.
Very nice. King. The second letter was I, so we know it must start with a K. King. Very nice. All right, next one. Cape. Mrs. Harrison once wore a cape when she was Superwoman. Cape. Ape. Now, there's a secret letter. Don't make sure that you have that last letter on there. Cape. All right. Uh-oh. My people are gone, picking my.
Can you remind them about their P's?
Oh, yes. Hey, make sure that you have your letters written correctly. Make sure that P is got, and that G, P and G need to be worm lines. All right, Kate, Mr. Max. Ah, very good. C-A-P. Look at the P. All right, there's our A. Ape. So does it always look at the cat and the kite at the top? They're supposed to help you so you can choose, right? Okay, so we're just going to do 4 instead of 6 today because we also wrote these. So we're going to do 2 sentences. Here we go. Are you ready to listen?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Did the kid tag the cat? Did the kid tag, Josh, right? The cat. Did the kid tag the cat? Then you're going to write cups next to your, on the edge there.
I have to say, I saw someone write the wrong letter, think about it, and change it.
Yay! So Mrs. Aubin said you just saw somebody write the wrong letter, think about it, and change it. Nice job. Look at your cat, look at your kite. Make that idea. Did the kid tag the cat? Then you have your cups. Look for your C. What does C stand for? Capital. Very good. You understand. Make sure that what you wrote, you can understand. Reread your sentence to yourself. P. What does P stand for, Sawyer? when we're doing cups? What does the P stand for? No, oh, it does in pause. You're right. But in cups up there on the top, that's our punctuation. Make sure you have your punctuation and S. Are all your words spelled correctly? Finn, what is wrong with this picture? You don't have your mask on. And I need you to go sanitize again. Thank you. All right. Did the kid tag the cat? I almost said it the opposite way. Did the cat tag the kid? That wouldn't be good. All right. What do I need to know about my first letter? Capital. Did. Make sure your D is facing the right direction. Bed. Here's my bed. Here's my D. Did the kid. Which should I use? C or K? Which one should I use? K. Did the kid tag the, good thing it's water. Yep, it's all okay. Nope, it's just gonna eventually evaporate. Did the kid tag the cat? You'll notice that tag goes, make sure your G is formed correctly. All right, did the kid tag the cat? All right, Robert, what do I need at the end of our sentence?
What's it called again?
So at the very end, what's my punctuation mark I need? Oh, you did your cups. Very nice job. I can't quite see your punctuation. You're kind of fast there. Is it a question mark? All right. Yeah. Question mark. Did cat have a K or a C? C, because that's the cat up here, right? We better get that one right. All right, number 2, last one. Here we go. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? I'll read it again, no worries. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? All right, all my friends at home are writing really well. Nice job, Leo. Working hard. Thank you, Isabella. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? I'll say it again, Clara, no worries. Here we go. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? Looking for your cups. Oh, where'd that go? Looking for cups. Here's my CUPS. I'm going to read it again. No worries. Here we go. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? Go through your cups. Do you have a capital C? Or do you have a cap? Sorry, the capital at the beginning of the sentence. It might not be a capital C. Do you have your capital?
Yes.
If you do, cross it out. Did you reread your sentence to make sure it makes sense?
Yes.
If you did, cross out U. Do you have your punctuation at the end? Cross out your P. Do you have your spelling correct? Make sure, what are we focusing on? C or K, depending on the second letter, right? Let's get all of those right. All right, one more time, because a couple of my friends look like they still need one more repeat here. Here you go. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot. All right, are you ready, Miss Clara? You got it? All right, Robert, I'll wait for one more second. All right. All
I
right,
mean, say that one more time.
I can. Did Kim put the cute kitten on the cot? All right, Gavin, are y'all ready? Yep, thumbs up. All right, good job. Miss Isabella, you're good? Is Leo, you're all good? You ready? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Did. So another capital D. D-I-D. Make sure your D is facing the right direction. Did. Kim. What do I need to know about Kim? Capital. Capital K. Because it's an I. Kim. Could you have looked up here to see Kim? That was a cheating one, right? We already had that word. Did Kim put P-U-T? Make sure your P goes below the line to the worm line. Put the cute. Who can tell me? Let's see. How about Madison? How did you spell cute?
I spelled cute. C-U-T-E.
Very good. C-U-T-E. The second letter is a U, so we need to go up to the U, see that it's a C word. Cute kitten. What should kitten start with, Noah?
K-I-T-T-E-N.
K-I-T-T-E-N. Kitten. So that was 2 syllables. K-it-tin. The kitten. So 2 syllables, but you can sound out all of it, but there are 2 T's. Kitten. Can you hear both T's? Kitten. All right. The kitten on the cot. Let's find somebody who can spell cot for me. Let's see. Ryder. C-O-T. Thank you. And then, does it need to, oh, not a period? Question mark. Very good. Yes, we have a question, so we need a question mark. All right, let's go back. So our job today, our learning target was to be able to tell a C at the beginning of a word from a K at the beginning of the word based on, is it an A, an O, or a U, or an E, or an I? How about, show me with a thumbs up or thumbs side or thumbs down how you feel about that, especially if you have that picture. And if I hang up the picture, if you have a picture in front of you, how many of you are feeling pretty good about knowing when to use C and when to use K? Oh, I'm still looking for, oh, okay, I've got some sideways ones. All right, okay, that's fair. We'll do some more practice. I'll throw a couple more of those in next time.
They're really fun.
I had to spice it up a little.
All right. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to have you guys help me out with our success criteria today. Our learning target for the second half of All Block is to read fluently. So I want you to think about the word fluently and how that goes with reading. The reason why we're doing this is so we can build our comprehension or understanding and our schema, which is our background knowledge. So we want to make sure if we are not reading fluently, we're probably not going to understand what we're reading. So that's why we want to read fluently. So here's where you come in. Success criteria. You will be able to, what does reading fluently look like or sound like? What does that mean? I just kind of want to know what you already know about fluent reading. Astria, can you unmute and share?
What I know about fluent reading is that you read with excitement and that it's just not boring and
Can I change that from excitement to expression?
yeah.
Okay, because if you are expressing yourself when you're reading, you might be using excitement, but you might also be kind of sad at parts of your reading. If you're reading something sad, you're not going to want to be excited, right? If you're reading something kind of basic or boring, you're just going to kind of be a little more flat, and then you're going to go up for some exciting parts. You might go down a little for sadder parts. So we're just going to say expression. And when you read with expression, you're going to have to read punctuation, because that's where you're going to get that expression. Read punctuation. Have you guys ever done this? We're going to do Mrs. Harrison because she's been teaching you. I'm going to write a sentence 3 times, and we're going to read it with expression, but we're going to do it 3 different ways. So you have to read the punctuation. If you don't know what I mean by that, you should know once you finish these 3 sentences. You're probably thinking, well, they're all the same, but are they? Let's look. Who thinks they could read the first sentence looking at the ending punctuation and read it with expression? All right, Haley Booker. I don't think you, okay, sure, I don't care. If you need to.
Mrs. Harrison is my teacher.
Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. Okay, let's all say it with her. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. So we're just stating a fact. And how did you know to read it like that, Haley?
Because there was no question mark or
Exclamation mark. She said because it ends in a period, right? All right, let's try the second one. Noah.
Mrs. Harrison is my teacher.
He said, Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. How did you know to say it like that?
There is an excitement mark.
So I think it's cute you guys say that, but now that you're in 3rd grade, you're going to learn the right way to say it. It's not an excitement mark. It's called an exclamation mark, which means you are excited. All right, last but not least, who can show us how you would read the next one? All right, Astria.
Mrs. Harrison is my teacher.
Think about that ending punctuation. Try one more time. You want an answer, right? How are you going to read that so you get an answer? Haley, you want to try?
Miss Harrison is my teacher?
Excellent. Mrs. Harrison is my teacher? What? I thought I had Mrs. So-and-so. So you're confused. You want to know an answer, yes or no? Yes, she is your teacher. Notice what Haley did. She lifted up her voice, right? So this punctuation, when I say your success criteria, read with expression, read punctuation, that means you have to pay attention to the ending marks. All right, what else do we need to do to be fluent readers? You guys are creating this. I love it. Sunny Poe.
To also be fluent readers, you have to make sure you're understanding it.
I think so you're thinking of comprehension, which is going to come with fluent reading. So if you are reading fluently, you will be comprehending most likely, but that means if you can't read fluently, you really don't have a chance at comprehending. If you are reading fluently, you have a chance at comprehending, but you still have to be thinking about what you're reading. You have to visualize, you have to be connecting, questioning, inferring. That's a whole nother thing, but they are related in the sense that if you can't read fluently, you're not going to be comprehending. But what does that mean to read fluently? What does it sound like? What does it sound like, Charlie? Okay, so can I say, you want to read like you are talking? Because we don't talk like this, do we? Read like you're talking, not like a robot. He said it's not like a robot. Okay, excellent. So you want it to go smooth, like I also always say, it's like a river, smooth like a river. The way our conversations go. Anybody else know what fluent reading looks like or sounds like? Yeah, Miss Abby.
You have to go like, I wrote down Miss Harrison is my teacher and all that. You gotta go like, Mrs. Harrison is my teacher. Like you're in here, like in the.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. If add on. Can you add on? Maybe we'll come up with.
What she's trying to say, like, is when you're talking, don't be like all around.
Okay, like so you're talking about volume.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, so you can't be. So your volume matters. You guys know that word volume?
Yeah.
So read at a good volume, and we could say. Let's put in parentheses, not too loud, not too soft. I had a student last year that read so quiet we couldn't hear her. And it's gonna be harder with masks for us this year. And I have mine too, right here. Okay, what else do you guys think fluent reading is? Serne?
Maybe like trying to read to where you can hear yourself,
I think that's what we were just talking about, volume. Yes, that's important.
or like read by yourself.
But still, when you're reading by yourself, you want to be fluent. And that's what we're trying to figure out what fluency is. And you guys have a ton of schema. I was going to write all this out, and I thought, you know what? I want to see what you already know. Mrs. Harrison, I'm impressed, aren't you? Good job. One more, Haley. I'm glad you're so engaged.
When you're talking, like let's say, I'm just reading like
Hold on,
if
this
him,
Means your hands are here.
like let's say I'm just reading and I'm like, did him put the cute and then I need to go sharpen my pencil.
Okay, so if you're fluent, you're going to continue like you're talking and not be interrupted. All right, there's one more we didn't get that I definitely want to talk about. And this is something my husband does. I call him the speed reader. But I always tell him, because he can finish a book in a night, I'm like, you must be skipping words or something, because you can't understand that whole thing if you read so fast. When we are reading out loud, especially if you're in a position like Mrs. Harrison or I, where we read like Kenya passages out loud to you or books, if we read super fast, what's going to happen?
He can't understand you.
Bingo. Abby said you can't understand it. You can't keep up. So we call that your rate or speed. We could say read at a good speed, good rate or speed, not too fast, not too slow. If you're reading so slow, it might not be a just right book. All right, so that's what we're going to look at today. I'm going to minimize this for a minute. Let me get out of that. See if I can go to classroom. I can. And look at you.
I tried.
So here is our anchor chart that we have in the classroom and you have on your assignment at home. Let's just make sure we got, your schema was awesome. And for the first day of doing this, I'm so impressed. But here's all the things throughout the year we're gonna work on. But for the next couple times, we're really going to be thinking about the 4 stars, or 5. It looks like 5. Number 1, correct yourself. We did not say this. When you make a mistake, that's called self-correction. If you read a word wrong, you want to fix it. That's a self-correction. Then you want to read at an appropriate volume for everyone to hear you. Did we do that? We said that. What about read at an appropriate speed or pace for everyone to understand the words you are saying? You guys got that? Pause at commas and fully stop at periods. Read questions like questions and exclamation with excitement. You guys said that as well, because you said read with expression, and then I added read punctuation. So yes, we're not going to go through all the others today. I'll continue this on Thursday, I believe, unless something else comes up. So that is for you to look at when you set your own goals for how you want to be doing with fluent reading. I want to mention, before we practice reading fluently, I want to go over this real quick. When we are reading with somebody else, we need to be thinking about our habits of character, especially respect and integrity, because sometimes we work with people, so you're going to have whole body listening. That means you're not drawing while I'm talking. Thank you. Hands and feet are down and still. We want to be respectful that everyone is at a different place. Not everyone's strength is reading. Not everyone's strength is math. Everybody has different strengths and areas they're working on. So if you're with a partner who maybe is not as fluent as you in reading and has more things to work on, should you be disrespectful or make fun of them or say, oh my goodness? What do you think? No, you want to show respect, guys. You want to say, well done. I love how you read with expression, but maybe next time, or maybe you could work on reading at a good speed, maybe a little faster. We are going to be giving, not yet, some feedback to our partners. So when you do give feedback, Haley, you got to be respectful, because this is supposed to be a growing learning time, not a time where you feel bad. Integrity. That means if Mrs. Harrison or we're not with you, or you're in a breakout room and you are working with somebody, you are going to do the right thing even if we are not next to you. I always like to tell my students that picture me on your shoulder. Would you do it if you knew I was sitting there? Or your parents on the other shoulder. We're watching you. We're proud of you. We're there to help you. We don't want to be disappointed if you are being rude or disrespectful to your peers, okay? So please, even if we're not there, do the right thing. That's having integrity. All right. So those are the 2 I thought were most important for what we're doing today. We are going to be looking at the Kenya passage, and we're going to practice reading fluently. Now, I'm going to read it, and I'm going to show you what it should not look like. And then I'm going to show you what I hope it should look like. You are detectives, and I want you to think about on our success criteria, and I guess we could put this up, or on that list of things I said fluent readers do. What did I do well? What did I not do well with? All the things you guys said fluent readers do. And if you have a magnet, you could put that up. And here's for you guys. Thinking about what fluent readers do, what we just went over, right? Here I go. The rod to bule, I time to hundred miles northeast of are impassable because of the desert sand, even for cars with 4-wheel drive. But young people who live in
It's hard to
nomadic
hear you.
villages in the area are hungry for books. All right, how'd I do? Terrible. Oh my goodness. What is one thing I did not do? What do you think, Marin?
You were talking too low, and then Abby said, you're talking too quiet, and then you raised your voice too much.
So my volume was not appropriate. It was either too low or too loud. And actually I had a student last year who one of her goals was to not be so loud. I don't usually have that, but it was pretty funny. And she did it. She met her goal. Yes, Serne, what else?
You were trying, you kept rereading over the same word again and again.
Instead of self-correcting, I didn't really self-correct or use my strategies. Abby?
You were also going like
Mumbling?
yeah, you were mumbling and you had your hair in your face like you were going.
I didn't even care, did I? I was kind of like,
You were like,
Thank you. What else, Elena?
you weren't talking, you weren't speaking, you weren't reading fluently.
I wasn't reading like I talk, was I? I was very robotic, like Charlie had said. Yes, Noah?
You were like, I see a river.
Do you think this was a just right book for me?
No.
Probably not just right. So that would have been part of the problem. So we are going to be reading the Kenya passage, and this is what your goal would be. The roads to Bulla Iftin, 200 miles northeast of Nairobi, are impassable because of the desert sand, even for cars with four-wheel drive. But young people who live in nomadic villages in the area are hungry for books. So librarians use the most economical means of transportation, camels. Library camels are on the road 5 days a week. They can carry heavy loads and need little water in the heat of the desert. One camel may carry as many as 500 books, weighing about 400 pounds. A driver and a librarian divide the books into 2 boxes. They saddle them on the camel's back, which is covered with a grass mat for protection. A second camel carries a tent that serves as the library roof. Now that was an example of fluent reading. I read with expression, read my punctuation. I read like I was talking at a good volume, at a good speed, and that is what we are looking for. I self-corrected. It's okay if you make a mistake, August, but make sure you correct it. So Mrs. Harrison and I are going to give you a copy of the Kenya passage. You guys at home have it in front of you. And I'm going to tell the kids at home to read the first paragraph. So from the roads to Bulla Iftin all the way to the word camels. Who can repeat what I said at home? What are you going to read at home? Go ahead, Jensen. What did I say?
That we were going to read that Kenya passage.
You're going to practice the first paragraph. If you have time and you want to go on and do the second paragraph with your partner, you can. So Mrs. Harrison and I are going to model being partners real quick. Here's what you're going to do. If you are here in person, you have a section of your passage that is highlighted. You are to read the part that is highlighted. All right, so Mrs. Harrison is my partner. I am going to read my highlighted part, and then she is going to give me something called a star and a step. Give me a thumbs up if you heard of that from last year in EL. You should have heard of that in EL last year. A star is a compliment, and then a step is something I can work on. Here I go. The roads to Bulla Iftin, 200 miles northeast of Nairobi, are impassable because of the desert sand, even for cars with four-wheel drive. But young people who live in nomadic villages in the area are hungry for books. So Librarians use the most economical means of transportation, camels. Okay, so she's going to give me a star and a step.
Okay, so my star is that you were able to read most of those words and well. My step might be that there was the word librarian and you didn't self-correct. So you might want to try to go back and reread that word. And maybe a little bit more emphasis on your words so that it makes it a little more interesting.
Some more expression.
More expression.
Okay, now so if you're remote, you're going to tell your partner their star and step. If you're here in person, you're going to write it on a sticky note and give it to your person. Is that okay or not? Sure. Okay, now she's going to read, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Now, should you do a thumbs down for me? Is that going to be respectful? No, don't do that to your partner. Okay, it's Mrs. Harrison's turn.
All right. The roads to Bluffton, 200 miles northeast of Nairobi, are impassable because of the desert sand, even for cars with four-wheel drive. But young people who live in books, so librarians' economical means of transportation, camels.
Wow. That was really fast. That was way too. I could not.
Oh, I'm waiting for my partner to give me a star and a step.
Okay, here's what I wrote. I think her star is that she can read, and I'm going to give it to her, but I'm also going to tell her she can read hard words. Wow. Like she's really good at decoding words and she knows what they say, but she's so good at it that she's so fast that I couldn't follow her. So I'm just going to say too fast, maybe try slowing down. I'm going to give her that so she has something to work on, because I think her brain works really fast and she just needs to realize that not everybody's does go as fast as hers.
Oh,
It reminds me of my husband does that. All right, questions. So you'll be in breakout rooms. You guys will have the Kenya passage right there, and you're going to read with your partner and give a star and a step. We are going to do it with here in the classroom. We'll pass out a sticky note for everybody and your Kenya passage. Do you want to do the in-person or this breakout?
Oh, either way.
Okay. Okay, so Mrs. Harrison's going to put you in the breakout room.
I'm the host.
Okay, if you have a question, be sure to raise your hand before we put you in the room. All right.
All right, my friends. Okay, so I'm in the room all by myself. All right, I'm going to put you guys in breakout rooms. Does everybody have on their screen, the passage so they can read it? Make sure you have it in another tab so you can see it. Okay, I see Claire's giving me a yes. Ben, do you have the passage so you can see it? Make sure that you've got your piece so that you can see it. All right, Logan, do you have it so you can see it? All right, Isabella's got it. Gavin, do you have the passage up so you can see it? So you can read it? This right here? Okay, Robert, you've got it? Yep, all right. Jensen, you've got it? Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the breakout groups. So you're gonna have,
Can't really read
all
that.
right,
So
I want 2 participants per room. Here we go, go.
Miss Harrison can't really read that.
All right.
So tiny.
All right, I'm going to give everybody a sticky to give to their partner. If you can find someone right next to you, that would be great. Decide who's going to go first.
I can see your face.
Guys, ready now? Get started.
Just turn it just a little bit. This thing is so huge. Hello, Mama. You want to be my puzzle? Okay, I'll read first. No, but okay. No, I'm going. The first to boil it in to you go first. No. Okay, because I still need right, so read it in your head. Read it in your head, but I still right.
You have to do it all the way. Okay.
like to not the thing you need work on, but the thing you need. The thing you need. The thing done that? Okay, the star is amazing done. You can have the always like. Okay, what's the thing I need to work on? That like. The thing you need to work on is you cut like you keep on saying or like the hard words you keep on saying like no, I don't want to. Like you keep on saying like the hard words like 100 miles. Cycle has to keep
If you are finished, read it to yourself. Work on that goal, that step that your partner gave you. You can read it to yourself. Step and read it, okay? And now read it to yourself.
Wait, let me remember. Okay. To God, excuse me, Elena. Impossible because the desert, sand, every what are you writing? Write a star thing. Every car with four-wheel drive. He lived in Love Village in the 104 Oh, no, books, sell, libraries, use most. Okay, now I'm gonna take a sip of my water. Hi, bye.
Okay, everybody.
Sure.
All right, everybody. We are back and ready to close our lesson. Okay, so ready to rock? Everybody should have a sticky note. If you're in person, I want you to stick it onto your Kenya passage. Stick it onto your Kenya passage when she's finished. Okay? I want you to show me this, what they told you, your star for you and your step. Sawyer, listen carefully. It has to be your sticky note. That means the one they wrote for you. Okay, because otherwise it's not going to help you. Fist to 5. How did we do with respect for our partner? 5 being awesome, fist being not so awesome. How did we do? Fist to 5. And I'm going to stop sharing. In our partnerships, fist to 5. How was the respect? Pretty good, awesome. All right, fist to 5 on feedback, your stars and steps from your partner. How did you feel? Was it useful? Was it helpful? Do you think it was right on? Or was it pretty good? Show me on your fingers, fist to 5. Robert, what are you thinking? A 5, a 4, a 3? Wow, nice done.
Really good. I could not think of a step that he needed to take.
Wow, okay. So I saw a couple people had that problem. So here's what I want you to do. One more fist to 5. How are you feeling about fluent reading? How do you feel as a reader? Do you feel like you are a 5 at fluent reading? You need some work? Kind of like what we did with EL this morning, a self-reflection. And you don't have to show the rest of us. You can put that in. If you're not comfortable, just think about it. Where am I? Excuse